Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne, a children's librarian here at the Manchester City Library, and welcome to Elementary Experiments. Here we're going to do experiments aimed at elementary grades 1 through 6 with a focus on STEAM, or science, technology, engineering, art, or math. This winter we will continue to have our in-person events at 3:30 on the second Wednesday and the fourth Tuesday of the month, with the exception of December because of the holidays. We are having the same activity and craft on each of the dates that month. So if you go to the first one, you probably don't want to go to the second one unless you really loved it and want to do it again. We will be putting up our video after the first event of the month so that anyone here can follow along online. But if you do want to join us in person, please visit our website to register. In-person attendance will also guarantee. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Elementary Experiments, where we are going to be working with ice art. So for our activity, we are going to make some art out of real ice by using melting point and also color decorations to make a sculpture that we're going to have to immortalize with a photo because it is going to be real ice and therefore will melt. And then for our craft, we are going to be making some icicles that we can keep forever into summer as long as we don't accidentally squish them. All right, so I hope that you are ready to have some fun and make some beautiful things. I will gather what we need to make our ice sculptures. All right, so here we are. I actually made a couple of different ice sort of blocks to start out with because I wanted to see how they would turn out. So my first one I put into the freezer is just a bowl of water, and I had actually put in a few figures into the bottom there, and it turned out pretty well. So I did put these in overnight. So if you're going to do this, you are going to have that little bit of lead time. Also, I'm going to suggest that you guys be careful what kind of bowls that you put in the freezer. Some bowls, like especially if they're just regular glass, if you put them into the freezer and then warm them up too quickly, they may break. So definitely ask an adult what is best to put in the freezer for your ice sculptures. The other thing I did was I did fill a balloon with water, and I put in a beaded necklace in here, something that would fit within the balloon. This one I'm not sure if it's totally frozen because it is a little bit thicker. But we'll see. Also, when I put this in the freezer, I did put it into a bowl just in case the balloon broke because I didn't want the water to spill everywhere. Also, I would suggest that you have like maybe an adult help you fill the balloon or at least an older kid because even me, when I was like trying to fill it, it did slip at least once and like totally splash me with water, and I had to do a little bit of cleanup. So again, just be aware of these things when you're getting started. The things I have to play with and make our ice sculpture beautiful is I have water, I have my spray bottle, then I have my tray here, which I have put my different things into. I have a few different kinds of food coloring in my tray here, which I can add water to and will make the ice turn cool colors. I also do have a little thing of watercolor, kind of for the same reason. I also added a little thing of vinegar and baking soda because, you know, why not? And I do have a few different types of salt. Now, the salt is going to be, I think, one of our fun things and our major science point as far as the science portion of this art project goes. As you guys may know, people use salt in the wintertime on sidewalks and streets to stop them from being icy. Now, this works because water molecules, when they get colder, they go from sort of like moving around as a liquid to kind of coming together as a solid, right? So those are the states of matter. And the solid is when it becomes ice and it becomes slippery and dangerous for us, right? But if you have salt in the water, the salt particles kind of get in between the molecules of water and make it so that they can't line up into the solid form of ice as easily. And so it lowers the freezing point of water. So instead of freezing at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius, that salt makes it so that it has to be even colder before the ice will form. And that means that it is safer to walk on sidewalks and other things. So even though we don't use like normal salts anymore to put on roads and sidewalks, we can still use it for our project here. And so like I said, I have gathered a few different kinds of salt that I have. You can use just regular kind of table salt, which I do have. I also got some Epsom salts and also some rock salts. And we'll just see how that affects our art project. Okay, oh, and then I did also have, to help me apply these things, I have paintbrush and I have a few different eyedroppers. Oh yes, and then of course, important to keep our space clean, I have a nice tray here. Mine's see-through, so hopefully you guys can be able to see what I'm doing a little bit more. You definitely want this because your ice is going to melt, and of course, especially if you're using any type of food coloring, that is going to stain. So we want to make sure that all of our excess water and anything else we're using is not falling on the floor or getting on our table or anything like that, and is easy to clean up. So that's why I have this lovely baking tray. But I think that is everything that I wanted to tell you / warn you about before we get started. So let me go ahead and see. I'm going to open this up and we'll see how frozen it is. Oh yeah, there's definitely water inside of that. So yeah, so this one definitely needed to be in the freezer probably for like a full day. But we're just gonna go with it, and we'll just see how long it takes us to break into that inner shell. I don't know if you can tell, but like when I move this, yeah, I think you guys can see that the inside of the beads are actually like flowing in the water, which is on its own pretty cool. All right, I'm also gonna grab a towel. Okay, towel. All right, let's go. What's really cool is with the rock salt, it's big enough so that when I put a piece onto the sculpture, like it basically makes a little divot almost immediately, so it doesn't like roll down the side. And I can take it off, and like there's an actual little spot that's like the same shape. Whoops. Oh yeah, and then here is that part where I sprinkled some salts, and it's already got that texture where it all like sunk right in. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Okay, and then of course, applied water, I think might be the fastest that I've gotten things to melt so far. If you just spray it right on, it makes a hole in. Let's see if I can highlight that with the color. All right, so at this point, it's pretty cool. We've got how to do this without getting water all over things that need not be wet. All right. Okay, let's show you guys. Okay, so here we've got all of this texture here, is from our salts. This is like our normal table salts. We've got our Epsom salt sitting up here, which is putting down that blue. Here we've got some really cool deep divots that are made by the rock salt, just like sinking down and totally melting into the ice. And that's also causing this because the melted rock salt is running down. Over here, I've carved in with the water, like a hole, as well as this sort of cut here by moving it across. Still have not quite broken through into that interior water, but I think we're getting pretty close. All right, I'm definitely very close to the interior of the sphere now. I can see the water. I wonder if I've broken through a little bit right here. All right, I am using some warm water now just to help speed it along a bit. All right, yeah, that's broken through on the top there. Let's see, I think I'm going to add in some color into the interior. Let's see, let's do blue. But you can see the inside water is now blue. And we've got some colored on the outside as well. Oh, all right. All right, I think I might add a little bit more color, try to get it to stick on the outside, and then take my photograph of my ice artwork. Obviously, you guys can take as much time playing with your ice as you want. You can play with it until there's none left, but I think I probably should sort of see my artistic vision and then show you guys our craft. So give me 1 second to finish this up, and then we'll see how it goes. Here is my beautiful ice sculpture. Definitely getting some water in there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and actually pour out the water that was inside into here just because I think that might look cool. And then we're going to switch over to our craft. But I thought that, we could see it together. All right, so I've got this. Oh, yeah, we got the necklace coming through in the bottom. All right. Oh, okay. Also kind of cool. I like that too. I might take a couple more pictures of it empty of water. And then I'll pull out our icicle craft. All right. All right, everyone, welcome to our craft where we are going to make a stunning sparkly icicle. This one is pretty simple, but also pretty fun. What you're gonna need is some glue, some tape, and I suggest like a piece of paper or something because we are going to be dealing with glitter, and we don't really want to get it everywhere, right? So if you have picked up our kit inside, you will find our instructions. You are going to find some aluminum foil, the aforementioned glitter, and some string. And this is all we're going to need. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our aluminum foil. We're going to open it. Okay. And then we are going to sort of tear it a little bit so that we get kind of like a little bit of a wedge to give a vague kind of icicle shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, sort of like this. Can look other ways as well. All right. So what we're going to want to do is we are going to put the shiny side down. That's this one. And I'm putting that down just because that's what I want to be on the outside. If you wanted the sort of a little bit duller side to be on the outside, that's also fine. All right, now I gotta find our string. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and make this into a loop. All right, and so we're gonna take this loop, and what I like doing is I like folding this one side over our top side, just so that it's nice, the top will be nice and smooth and won't have any of that like jaggedness. And then take a little piece of tape, and I'm going to tape our loop in here, just for security. Okay, so it's kind of like in the middle here, so that when we finish up our icicle, it'll be secure. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to loosely roll our aluminum foil. I'm just going to put our little extra pieces in here to give it a little bit more body. Okay, so it's rolled and we've got the string still sticking out the side. And now basically we're just going to kind of shape our icicle. So down here, we're going to squish it a little bit more. So we've got like the point of our icicle, and shape it in whichever crazy kind of way you want. Kind of like that. And once you are happy with your shape, what we're going to do is we are going to add our glitter by taking our glue and just putting our glue wherever we want our glitter to stick. So I kind of like thinking about it like if water was going to run down my icicle, like where would it go? And that's sort of where I tend to put my glitter. But like I said, it's completely up to you. You can try and write your name on it. That might be a little hard, but it could be cool. Or literally anything you want. You can also use other glitter than what I've put in here. You can add stickers. For this month elementary experiments, we're definitely kind of going more into the art of it all. So, you know, this is your time to not have to worry and just enjoy where your artistic focus takes you, right? So I've got some glue on here. Now I'm going to try and add my glitter onto my paper and then kind of sprinkle it onto my icicle. All right, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. You guys can see, I think, the glitter. It might be a little bit bright. But yeah, and so now I can take this, well, once it dries, maybe I give it a little bit shake afterwards so that I'm not putting glitter absolutely everywhere. But yeah, you can hang that wherever you want, and it can blend into icicles now, and then you can have it as a winter in the summer whenever you want. All right. And then also we can use our paper, as you saw, not only to catch the glitter as we put it on and then reuse it, but also at the end here, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get most of that back in this bag even, or you can throw it out. Either way, I'm just here to give you options, and you can figure out what works best for you. But yeah, that is our stunning sparkly icicle, and I hope that you enjoyed making it with me. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup, try to corral some glitter, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed our Icy Art Elementary Experiments. So this is going to be our last winter elementary experiments, and there will be a slight change going into spring. We are going to be doing just one elementary experiments a month, although we will still be doing our Slime of the Month Club. So we still will be able to meet if you guys do want to come in person to the Manchester City Library. We still will have two at least fun things to do per month. Our elementary experiments is going to be on the second Tuesday of the month now, and then our slime is going to be on the last Wednesday. So hopefully, if you have time in your schedules, you'll be able to sign up and then come by. I also want to remind everyone that our winter reading, Blast Off with Winter Reading, is going through the end of March, and you can still win some fun small prizes and coupons. So sign up for that and see what you can get done if you haven't already. As always, I will have some books if you want to learn more about ice or just sort of enjoy the vibes of this elementary experiments afterwards. But I think that is all I have for you today. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that I will see you later, either here online or in person at the library. Until then, bye!